Hi friends, I thought I'd make a tutorial on how to hack in Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk is a really great game with lots going on, but that also means there's lots to learn, and I found hacking can be a little bit tricky sometimes. This video should hopefully explain how hacking works and make it easy for you when it comes to hacking. I'll also explain how the breach protocol works, because I know the minigame for the breach protocol can be a little bit confusing. Hacking is really important in Cyberpunk. A lot of your missions will require some form of hacking. Hacking covers everything from infiltration and reconnaissance to actually doing damage to enemies and so much more. I would say intelligence is one of the most important attributes when it comes to hacking, so if you invest more in intelligence, you'll definitely be able to do a lot more in terms of hacking. So there are two types of hacking, breach protocol and quick hacks. Before I start, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come join my community and help us reach our goal of 10,000 subs. So let's start with breach protocol. Breach protocol is like an initial hack, which you do to infiltrate the system. And this gives you benefits like making it easier to hack things connected to the system, for example, costing less RAM when you hack an enemy, or potentially getting extra cash, or even free quick hacks. Like I said before, your intelligence will determine some of this, so it's probably a good idea to level up your intelligence if you plan on doing lots of hacking. To start with, you'll need to use your scanner to detect which things you can target your breach protocol on, and not everything will have the breach protocol, so you might need to scan around and look at different areas. Let me show you how the breach protocol actually works, because this was really confusing to me at the start. Every time you initiate the breach protocol, you'll get this mini game. The further you get into the game, the more important things you start breaching, and the harder these minigames become. So to complete the minigame, you have to see what sequence you need in the required upload box on the right. Then in the code matrix, see where the grey highlighted column is in the code matrix over the numbers and letters. This will tell you your starting row. Now you'll need to create the starting sequence with that as the starting point, and you can only enter the next code matrix from where the grey highlight moves to. So you need to make sure whatever you pick in that first grey highlighted line will allow you to pick the second one as the second sequence in the code, and that's normally horizontally. When you're at easy levels, this should be pretty easy to do. For example, if you need to select 1C, 1C as the sequence, find in the first row of the grey highlight where 1C is, and make sure you plan out if there's multiple options where the next 1C is, and make sure that it's horizontally down from whichever one you start with. This gets more complex as you move through the game though, because you won't always have the exact one you need to start with for the sequence in the first row, so it will require out some planning. Quick hacks come next. You don't always have to do the breach protocol, of course, you can just jump straight to quick hacks, but in most cases it will cost you more RAM, so if you do the breach protocol first, again in most cases, then your quick hacks are a lot cheaper in terms of RAM. Quick hacks don't have minigames themselves, quick hacks are simply governed by RAM, so every quick hack will cost you RAM. Like I said before, your RAM is defined by the operating system you have, which will have base RAM, and then much like your computer, it will recharge over time, and the amount of RAM you have and the speed it recharges is based on your intelligence and your perks, as well as your operating system. So like I said, having a good intelligence that's upgraded to a decent level can definitely help with your hacking. Your operating system will come with several built-in quick hacks, things like being able to trigger a device to distract nearby enemies, or ping something to detect nearby targets. Each OS has an operating slot that you can equip other quick hacks in as well, and then you can start doing things like blinding opponents or even dealing damage to enemies. It is worth noting that quick hacks do sometimes take some time to upload, so you will need to give it a second and you'll see that loading bar for it to max out, then you'll see your quick hack initiate. I would add one point, do be wary though, because there are enemy net runners who can actually do the same things to you. So enemy net runners can spot you on security systems, for example if there's a camera looking right at you, and then they can start hacking you, and you'll normally get an alert, something like where it says you're overheating, and this alert will give you a bit of a timer, and in that timer, that's the time you have to stop that quick hack. You'll either have to destroy the camera, or even injure the netrunner, or take them out completely, whichever you prefer, but that should then stop them hacking you. To activate the quick hack, it's really simple, you just scan the enemies, it should give you some options to quick hack, you'll get to see how much RAM you've got available, and then you can just initiate the quick hack. And that's it! A really simple guide to hacking in Cyberpunk 2077. Hopefully this guide helps you on your hacking journey in Cyberpunk 2077, and I'll be sure to share more tutorials as I learn things in Cyberpunk 2077. For now, good luck, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.